It's time again for our weekly segment with Shachar Peled, Off Screen. Shachar.
Hi, Odin.
So lovely.
Thank you. Well, today we talk about the Oscars, of course.
Of course.
And what's happening behind the scenes there. Let's explain how it works. Okay?
Right.
The Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Sciences consists of almost 6,000 members. 22% are actors and actresses. The rest are from the different branch of the film industry. You can become a member if you have a competitive nomination or if you made a significant contribution to the film industry. New memberships are chosen every year. So I think we have a chance. I think what we're doing here is a significant contribution to film productions worldwide.
Next year they'll have to speak nicely to us.
We'll work on that,
yeah.
yes. So it means that film productions and production companies have to influence, let's say, these voters, these 6,000 potential voters, and they can influence them, and that's what they do. Most famous, let's say, extreme attempts come from the Weinsteins. This year they have not such significant films, Philomena, the Mandela biopic, and The Butler, but it doesn't keep them from trying. Exactly. So they're sending their talents everywhere, and they've even reached the Pope. They sent Philomena Lee, the inspiration of their film Philomena, to meet Pope Francis in the Vatican.
Wow.
This was amazing. It caught much attention, much media attention, and hopefully potential voters' attention. They're also sending their many actors and actresses all over primetime shows, of course. Ellen, Queen Latifah, CBS, Piers Morgan, they were all over the place. We even got to see U2, who perform Ordinary Love, the from the soundtrack of Mandela biopic. They were the first ever musical act in the first ever show of Jimmy Fallon in The Tonight Show. So that was pretty impressive. They're trying. They're not the only ones who are trying, though. We've got also Fox Searchlight with their 12 Years a Slave.
Right.
It's a show winner, but still they're trying. They're sending, for example, their nominee for Best Supporting Actress, Lupita Nyong'o, who has a fierce fight with Jennifer Lawrence from American Hustle, to educate audiences about her personal story. She was actually in the same week, both in Conan, Ellen, and David Letterman, all in the same week. So she's working very hard on her nomination.
I did see the Ellen interview,
which is great.
It was fine, except that I have to say Ellen came across. She wasn't at her best,
yes,
I think.
But so
Lupita
too. But she's interviewing
was
so
great.
many nominees, so we can't hold her for that. Anyway, they also made a beautiful featurette, Fox Searchlight, with the descendants of Solomon Northup, the hero of. It's based on a true story, 12 Years a Slave. So they gathered 5 generations of his family from all across the United States. It was very nice to see. There were also posters of the film with a sort of logo, "It's time." I'm not sure time for what, but maybe it's time to choose a serious film about slavery.
Oh, you think you're very kind.
Yes,
you're very kind.
Maybe, but let's wait and see. Anyway, they keep trying all the time.
Right. I think that if we think back, one of the times that I remember that had the most effect was when Shakespeare in Love was
There was a very big campaign
won,
then.
and it had, because there were great films that year, and that was like a mediocre film sort of.
And it surprised everyone.
And it really worked.
Yes.
So we'll see how it works.
How it works here
this year.
Absolutely.
All right.
Gravity. Do we have time for one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so
Quickly.
Gravity, stars of Gravity, we don't see them that much, but maybe that's because Sandra Bullock knows she doesn't stand a chance against Cate Blanchett. I'm not worried for her, though, because she has a 70 million profit revenue from Gravity. So, there's no losers in America.
Sandra Bullock is doing well.
Absolutely. So we're not worried for her.
Thank you, Shachar.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us as well.